Hey, I'm Riddle. Welcome to my channel and welcome back if you're a subscriber, though this is very specific. You would have subscribed to follow my journey with chronic fatigue that was then diagnosed as chronic Lyme disease. And like the majority of people across the country and across the world, I have had nothing but terrible experiences with healthcare providers and symptoms. So bee venom therapy, that was the last thing. That's what I'm trying now. And I was really hopeful. And I had made a video stinging my back a couple weeks ago. And a few people said, please let us know how that's going for you. So this is my video to tell you some things that I have yet to see people who are doing the venom therapy talk about. So I have a really strong constitution. I'm not allergic to bees. I don't have any food allergies that I know of. But out of desperation, I saw this possible treatment for my chronic Lyme disease, and I began the bee venom therapy about 3.5 weeks ago. So instead of buying the bees online, I would just catch my own bees. I don't see how that would make a difference, but go out into the lavender, Spanish lavender, catch 10 to 12 bees, bring them in the house, long pair of reverse tweezers, and you sting yourself on both sides of your spine. That's what they're showing online. Well, of course, that is agonizing, but you get used to it. What they don't really talk about at all, though, is for me, doing it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then taking the weekends off, hasn't been enough time for the wounds to heal. And so my back looks horrific. And I'm actually dealing with like a low, maybe like a skin infection now. And you have to understand that I disinfected and my back really well before, during, and after. So it just doesn't seem that doing this every other day is giving the skin enough time to heal, because you are putting venom into your body. And so now my back looks horrific, and it looks like I'm getting like some kind of infection, like a skin infection from it. So that's the first thing that nobody tells you that I've seen online so far. The second thing is, I had, even though I'm not allergic to bees, it's still bee venom. And my doctor kind of warned me when I shared with him I was doing this, that you could still have, and you read about this too, a mild anaphylactic response. So that would mean you could have sneezing or hives, fatigue. For me, it has manifested as severe fatigue. So I try to do the bee stings at the very end of the day, but with enough time to catch the bees before the sun goes down, because about a half hour to an hour after I sting myself, I am out of it. I mean, it is really heavy fatigue for me. That is my response. And I thought that didn't happen the first or second time I did it. It didn't start pronouncing itself until like the third or fourth treatment. And they say that, possibly by who knows how many months that will go away. But it is intense. It is something that you have to consider if you're working or you have other things to do, because the venom will stay in your system for like 48 hours. So it doesn't give the body a lot of recovery time. Those are the two things I have to share with you, that especially the first one with the skin infection and not having enough time for the skin to heal. I think that's really important to know. Hopefully that doesn't happen to you. Everyone that you see online is just like, la, 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 hooray. I don't know. Wish I was that person, but so now what am I going to do now? Am I going to stop? My skin definitely on my back needs time to recover. That's another thing, pseudoscience. It's kind of, I'm curious to know, like, you don't take an aspirin and put it on your forehead when you have a headache. So does the venom really have to go on both sides of the spine in these small doses? That was just made up by someone, right? Who doesn't know anything about medicine. When I spoke to my doctor, though, he was concerned, and he is trying to help me to get pharmaceutical grade venom, which is just plain old bee venom. The way they collect it, the bees actually don't die. He explained to me the methodologies of it, so I really like that. And then he's going to try to come up with a therapeutic or logical dose of venom, and then that would just be one injection somewhere. I'm having tests done right now to see if they missed, because they didn't test me for everything in regards to Lyme, the other pathogens that ticks can carry. And I'm having a lot of symptoms of Borrelia. So we're going to do the blood work on Thursday, and then I'm going to have a meeting with him and see if possibly the pharmaceutical grade venom will be an easier route to go. And I was already concerned about how I was going to collect bees during cold days, the winter, the investment of a beehive and being a beekeeper or buying the bees when you're so fatigued is, that brings even more exhaustion and anxiety. And that's it. That's where I am right now. I've had a terrible couple days with my Lyme disease. That's another thing. If you've had any experience with this, let me know. It seems that the bee venom therapy has aggravated my Lyme disease in a huge way. For the first time in many months, I had really pronounced brain fog, to the point that there was so much inflammation in my body that I would go to say one word and a different word would come out. I had the pain in the bottoms of my feet when I walked again. I had severe fatigue and that weird weakness you get in your major muscles, like in the back of your legs, and the dizziness. And it's been severe. It's been really severe the last couple days. So let me know if you have, if you're doing the bee venom therapy, and if you know of anyone who has experienced this heightened aggravation of the disease while using the bee venom. All right. Thanks. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other, because I believe how we treat each other on the streets is our ultimate reality. Bye for now.